looking dapper.
Did that actually help? No. Oh well. We need some people in here. Womp. Almost all of our people live near watchtowers. Hooray! This is good, surely. Yeah, I see the big mech around. Is the generator about to blow up? No, the generator's miles away from blowing up, yeah. But thank you for warning me. I don't see any end in sight to this. Actually, a good point. I have to raise the temperature in all zones by 1 level. You know what? Let's avoid what happened last time by not having to run the generator on overcharge. Let's just get it to the point where I can just use more coal for that. Good call, everyone. Very good call. Well, since I just did that, are there any homes that are particularly cold? There's this one. It's still very cold. Yeah, so I'm gonna get you into a bunkhouse, at the very least. Go. There we are. And then I'm gonna have to save up for the metal. Is there a way to increase metal production? Yep. I can build another steelworks, I believe. Just about there. There's not much I can do with it yet, though, but I can build it. In fact, if I get that going, I'll just have the automaton working on it. Since I don't need the wood right now. Cold homes. Captain, some of our people are concerned about the low temperatures in their homes. They quite sensibly point out that it's easy to fall ill when it's cold and ask you address the problem. You'll have to start heating 3 of the cold homes within 2 days, then keep them heated for 2 days. Let's heat all the homes. You'll have to start heating 6 cold homes within 24 hours, then keep them heated for 2 days. 24 hours will be hard. Where are the cold homes? They'll be up here, bunkhouses. And then these ones down there. I only need to heat some of them. Where's the heater? Need 20 steel for that. Realistically speaking, I will be able to heat all of them. It's just, it would take me a little bit too much time. Right. Let's go ahead and get morning gatherings then. Each morning gathering will slightly increase hope.
Hear me. New law in the city.
Actually, let's go back and see what they were saying. We could use a reminder of what we're fighting for every day. And so begins the transformation of our city into a garrison. No. Not what I wanted to do. Just gotta make sure you know what you're doing, that's all. Right, let's turn the automaton off there. And instead, turn the automaton on here. She's too smart! Eat her! She knows too much. The journey is getting a little bit hot. 1 sick. That's fine. There's plenty of places for you. Shut it down. The Londoners gain more followers. No! Stupid generator! Right, we've got enough steel. Let's get the heaters built. One about here should do. They're all covered already, so I don't need to cover all of them. This one there will do enough. And then as soon as I get the next one, I'll pop it down over here. This will be a promise kept, so... There we go.
The work shift starts.
Children, workers, steam cores, and coal. Well done. And let's go ahead and build another one just down here as well. Well, there will do. Generator power upgrade reached. Thank goodness. Let's rise the steam level to... Oh, okay. This is going to consume a lot more coal now, though. So we do need to make sure that these are running non-stop. There we go. Only got 14 hours worth of coal left, but hopefully we'll be able to manage that. Right, with that done... Oh, still not quite there. Keep homes warm. Yep, we will do so. Or we'll try to, at the very least. Right, scouts. I think at this point we're going to need to go scout out this coal mine. We may be setting up a outpost down there. We've got a couple of sick at this point. None there. We've got 5 here, but they're... Ooh, we could raise the heat in this place. But that would use an extra coal an hour. Not ready to do that yet. Is this being built? Not yet. Womp. There we go. That'll help out a bit. We should see the snow melting off the roofs. Perfect. That is going to be an issue. Discontent is super low right now. The major unfortunate thing, though, is that nothing else is really working for us. Let's keep an eye on that. Slowly creeping down, but only little by little. Go ahead and upgrade, please. $11 hours left.
Workday ends. It's time off.
Okay, need to shut it down. So sorry, everyone, but steam level 1 it will be. And overdrive for the night. Clearly, what we need to do is build the other coal mine. We do have a steam coal, we have the steel, and we have the wood, so let's get that going. And build out a road. I would sooner have my automaton working this place instead of the steel mill. Work with the coal. And for the time being, unfortunately, turn off all of the heating. Can't afford to run it anymore. It is sad, I know, but it is also extremely important. Got 11 hours left on this, but once the automaton gets there, it should be able to keep things moving. Okay. Foreman. Appointing responsible foreman will make sure that people work as efficiently as possible. After introducing this law, it'll be another 18 hours, but new ability, foreman, increases the efficiency of a workplace by 40% for 24 hours. Foreman will ensure that everybody in this facility works to the best of their ability. You will have to provide the foreman with food. 10 food rations for it, though, but we've got food to spare.
New law. A new law has passed.
Maybe this will make things run smoother. Time will tell. Oh, I used to be a factory foreman. I'm sure you would. Food is starting to creep down a little bit now. Not liking that. The Londoners have gained more followers. Drat, damn and blast! Generator stress level critical. Gonna have to shut you down. Broke the promise. I should have switched it onto a higher level. Oh wow, that promise hurt.
Work time. Get back to work.
Wow. That really hurt. That really, really hurt. Max people because they are more effective than an automaton is. That was such a shame. Okay, well, as soon as I get the ability to, I'm just going to have to go for guard towers. There's not much more I can do in the purpose tree, it seems. Propaganda center, prison patrol. Discontent will rise, but it does increase hope, so there is that. I'm also going to have to get people with homes as well. I'll fit that in there, but I can fit it here. Also, let's upgrade some of these areas. Yeah, let's upgrade a few of them. Now, overdrive couplings allows us to raise the temperature of all heat zones by 2 levels when the generator is put into overdrive. Generator efficiency. Generator will burn 10% less coal. Steam hub range upgrade. Heat zones around steam hubs can be extended 50% further. Improved heaters. Heaters raise the temperature. No. Generator efficiency is what we're going to want there. The factory also. Outpost depot. Allows us to assemble an outpost team. Send it to establish a permanent resource outpost in a far away from the city and maintain a connection with it. Coal mining optimization. 10% more effective. That won't be too bad. The infirmary would be especially good, though. Steam-heated infirmary with 10 beds. The sick are treated faster than a medical post, and the gravely ill can be treated safely and reliably. That is what we're going to aim for, so that we've got some more of our workers on the books. But that was painful. That was seriously painful. It was largely because we just ran out of coal just towards the end. Just shy. Not too much we can do about it though, but yeah, that is painful now. We were just about to start recovering that, but got 11 days to pull it around though. As you can see, that's going up a lot. Cold homes. Let's hit all the homes. Which homes are cold at this point then? I've got homes in here which are cold, homes around the generator which are cold. Issue with that is I need to upgrade them all into bunks, basically. I should have enough to be able to do that in the time that I've got. This is medical post, that's fine. Yeah, it's just the tents that are chilly, basically. Oh, well, actually, this bunkhouse is chilly as well. So I am going to need to build a heater over there, but other than that, should be okay. See what we can do to pull things around. Thankfully, I'm still generating quite a lot of steel. Let's go for these ones now. Out of steel, I know. I've got a new law that I can pass. Let's go ahead and get that going. Guard stations.
New law.
Now,
A new law has passed.
the guard station is... Oh, I can just upgrade the ones I've already got. Okay, that's good. 15 wood and 10 steel. That's going to have to wait. But we will get there. That has... Finally, there'll be someone to go after the criminals. And when they have to choose, who will they protect? Us or our leader? That's nasty. I've gained a lot more followers there. I've only got a little bit of time left. Oh. Final warning. People are desperate. Sir, people are talking openly about overthrowing you. Bereft of hope. They see no future for our city, and they blame you for that. What should we do? We must hold firm a couple more days. We'll have 2 days to raise hope. Prize an active guard station. Damn it. Didn't have a guard station in time. Let's... Overdrive couplings. No, I can't afford to get any of those going at the moment.
Looking dapper.
Oh, thank you very much. It's Ryeface. See, this is what happens when I stray. When I stray from the just path of just being kind to everyone, things go wrong. Let's pop that down there. I have, unfortunately, desperately underestimated how much I need, how much heat I'm going to need. That is going to be my problem, is I can't heat that. I think that's going to lose it for me. If anything does, because I'm going to need a lot more steel than I've got available to me to get that one warmed up. Out of steel, I know, and what I'm going to need for that is... 20 steel. That is going to be hard to get. Scouts have reached the coal mine. Coal mining is automated. Its engines are pressurized, but the mining has stopped. The snow around it is untrodden, and an eerie silence hangs. More coal than we can use. This coal mine was in operation until very recently. The machinery isn't running now, but there doesn't seem to be anything wrong with it. Perhaps the mine simply extracted its quota, or filled the loading bay. We could retrieve plenty of raw materials if we took the machinery apart. Only take the store coal. Then, from there, head out to Snowcliff. Monday, 14 hours. I should have did more laws in the adaption tree. If this run fails, will I do another? I might do. Oh, I'll certainly do a new one eventually, but... exemplary behavior. Sir, a group of people found inspiration in their work under the guidance of a foreman and have decided to try organizing their workplace on their own. Their spirit and motivation are exemplary today. Keep up the good work. Well done. Just need a little bit more and we can get that final heater built. Bump. If we build it there, though, we're going to have a bit of better time. So let's draw this out at least this far. Then build the heater. About there. Now, do I have people available to build it? This is the big question. Is every home warm? Medical post can be chilly, that's fine. Medical post can be chilly. Cookhouse, sure. Watchtower, sure. Watchtower. Medical post, sawmill, watchtower. This is the only thing. If we can get this built in time, then we succeed and don't break our promise. And it's a big promise to have made as well. So it really does come down to getting this done now rather than later. Let's hope they can do it. And looks like we're going to get it done. There. Right, keep the homes warm, livable. That's interesting. We're not talking on a loudspeaker. I like it. But we've done that. By the skin of our teeth, we've done it. The game is really pretty, isn't it? It's lovely. Alright, let's get some guard stations now. If only we'd had these before. One there. One down here. One up there, sure. Get all of those built. Ooh, that hurt. 2 times Londoners' vandalism. Guard stations built. Guard stations have been built and manned to maintain order in the city. Some people question their purpose, but the majority support your decision. Hope rises. Almost. Oh, thank goodness. That came close. That came really close. You've restored hope in our people's hearts. That came far closer than it should have. But we managed. We managed it, and I am happy with the result. Food is okay. Wood is generally okay. Coal is fine. Overall, we are doing alright. At this point, I'm going to turn on the heater over here. This one might not need it. Well, actually, yeah, it does. Sort of. Okay. One sick, gravely ill. Should be being treated shortly. Right. 1 broken promise, 1 people ignored, 2 promises fulfilled, 2 Londoners' vandalism is causing issue. Another act of vandalism. No, Captain. Run. The Londoners have defaced more walls, urging everybody to join them. The abandon the city. Some graffiti even mocks your leadership, branding you an unfit leader, incapable of doing what it takes to save our people. Send watchmen to remove it. Hope will fall slightly. Hope will fall. Okay, well, I haven't got really a good option there, but alright. 1 is less bad. Okay. Improved heaters. Generator efficiency is probably a good one to go for. Alternatively, getting the infirmary would be good. Flying hunters. Cookhouse insulation. I think the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get insulation for the houses. No. We'll get the infirmary simply because I hope that will affect people's morale. Londoners gain more followers. Scallywags. I do require a new resource depot, but that's going to need more steel. Hopefully we can get that soon. Foremans, please. Make sure you're working at peak efficiency.
No time to wait. We've got work to do.
Indeed you do. Get to work. Here we go. Infirmary researched. I would very much like to increase heat, but if we increase the resource storage, then we don't even need to build a resource source area to benefit from that. But we will anyway, just because we can. I'm going to store it over here, though. I don't think this is going to need workers, is it? Does my other resource drop-off require workers? No. Okay. So let's get that going then. Resource drop-off near the coal mines. Out there. That'll be set for coal. Now, in terms of infirmary, there we go. Finally get the people who have been ill for pretty much the entirety of their time here patched up. I guess putting her over there wouldn't be too bad, but how hot is the infirmary? Heat level 2, and it will get its own bonus to it as well, or at least I can build a bonus for it. Sure, we'll build it there. Also, having just joined, frozen steampunk dystopia seems to be what's going on for Aavak. Yeah, pretty much. It's gone south pretty bloody fast. I'll be honest with you, wasn't like this for most of the time. But then I guess that's how these things happen. All I'm hearing is people being discontent everywhere. And it makes me sad. It makes me very sad. Right, we can pass a law. Okay. Now, in terms of adaptation, there's not too much I can do in here. I can build a house of pleasure if I really want to, but that's going to cause hope to fall, which would be awful. It would only lower discontent, and I've not got a discontent issue. I've got a hope issue. So it's only things that bring hope. Round up prison used to catch wrongdoers. Prisoners will abandon their misguided views. You will have to build a prison. Discontent will rise slightly. Those who threaten the stability of our city have to be isolated for the good of all. Each use will reduce discontent, and each use will rise hope slightly. Ensuring the safety and order is of utmost importance to the long-term survival of our city. Guards will patrol the streets near the guard stations to maintain law and order. You'll have to provide them with extra food for their efforts. A propaganda center. This is starting to look a bit Orwellian. To keep things running smoothly, we need to stay informed about our people's concerns and have a way of spreading the news we want them to hear. Yep, Ministry of Truth. Oh dear. Possibly Ministry of Truth and Ministry of Peace rolled into one. Propaganda Center. The Propaganda Center raises hope. Show details, info on sources of discontent. The Propaganda Center can distribute bulletins, raising hope. You'll have to build the Propaganda Center and discontent will rise. A news bulletin delivered to every household will reassure people that we are protecting our city by maintaining order. Hope will rise. There can only be one such building in the city. Oh my lord. Are we going full on Dark Aavak and feeding people to the generator? It happened once. It happened once, and all of a sudden, it's like I closed my eyes for a moment. And unfortunately, that moment involved the generator almost exploding, which needed a child to be sacrificed to it in order to not explode. And then I open my eyes a moment later, and I'm suddenly some authoritarian dictator in charge of a dystopian 1984 bloody horrible place. And I'm like, no, this is not what it is. This isn't why I chose to keep people alive and not eat their bodies. This is not what I wanted. This is terrible. This is terrible. Also, thank you very much, Caboose. Very kind of you. Thank you so much for the subscription there. Sounds like a normal Tuesday to me, yeah. Definitely know what you wanted. I believe it. Good, because you know what happened to people who don't believe me? And it's not even about the people who openly say they don't believe me. If my guardsmen think you don't believe me, let's just say that malcontents have a way of fixing themselves. Whether that be by disappearing in the night, or by going for re-education and coming out and suddenly having their right and left-handedness swapped around. Who knows? Either way, problems seem to just fix themselves. And it's not what I wanted. Oh, I've fallen. I've fallen. The propaganda center is tempting. Really tempting, actually. Base heating level 3. Patrol. I don't need it to lower discontent. My discontent is super low. Okay. I'm going to pose this question to chat. What do you want us to go for? Okay? Just a patrol. Just look out. Just make sure, you know, just wandering around on. Generally, if a Bobby on the beat with his little torch and maybe a whistle, it's often enough to dissuade people from doing scallywaggy things. You don't need to get any more involved in that. Or Ministry of Truth, where people's worries are assuaged through cleverly written things. All of it true. Absolutely 100%. Patrols, propaganda, prison, propaganda, patrol, the center, truth, patrols, prison, Mitharu. Looks like there's slightly more people for propaganda, so we're gonna go with that one. I'm not even looking at the prison right now. That is a direction I'm not ready to go.
A new law has passed.
Okay. Propaganda center. Now this one is super warm by itself, so we're just going to have that one built all the way over there. There we go. It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. Everything's going to be okay. Complain too much, and they'll drown in your lie. Drown you in lies. What? That's a lie. There's no lies here. Scallywag. I want more coal stored so that we've got more through the night. There we go. Right, I need people in the infirmary. It's currently chilly. I'd like it to not be chilly. I would also like it to have max workers. Getting those max workers for it, though, is going to be the problem. Where do we want to take the max workers from? Oh, we don't need as many people working in the food building as we have, rather. And we definitely don't need as many in the infirmaries as we've got. Simply because they're not fully staffed. They're not fully, they haven't got full patients in there. So we're going to drop all of them by 2. That should help out. Loads of people are in there now. That is actually good. Now, how many people do I need working there? More engineers. Okay, well, I'm going to have to drop that a bit and pump that up. Propaganda center built. Hope rises. Wow. Okay, the tendency has equalized completely. Just from 3. Intel. Yeah, fine. You don't need it. Facility is being shut down. Propaganda bulletin. Hope will rise. The most burning issues which can be push our people to protest in the near future. People are calm. Citizens' needs are fulfilled. Alright. Fair enough. Facility is being shut down. It shouldn't be. Oh, it will have shut down because... Oh, yeah, the work day.
Rest time. Work is done for the day.
It is. Now we're all well and truly a city of order. Order above all! The sign fills our hearts with pride. Glorious, may the flag fly over our city forever. May the evil... Oh my god, really? It's now hanging from everything? Were they there all the time? Why are they going to be black and red? This isn't telling... it feels like I'm... I was trying so hard to be good. Well, there's going to be at least one other playthrough where I try out the faith tree. Feels like I kind of need it. People are hungry, but it's fine. We'll be alright. Police in the streets. Sir, a group of drunk men were disturbing the peace, pushing each other, screaming obscenities and harassing women in the street. Our guards intervened and restrained the drunks before anyone was hurt. I don't need to punish them. Discontent is at 0. Let them sober up. Hope will rise slightly. There we go. A night in the ISO cubes will be fine. The heated ones for now. Later on, they may drive me to put them in the unheated ISO cubes. And later on, much later on, maybe the actively chilled ISO cubes. They don't come back from those ones. Okay. Another act of vandalism. Well, send the watchman to remove it. It's going to hurt my hope a little bit. Yeah, that's a bit of annoyance, but... We've got 9 days and 3 hours left. What just happened there? A watchman was beaten? Watch members beaten. Captain, members of the neighborhood watch who are removing the Londoner slogans have been assaulted. We should do something to protect our people. Send guards to secure the streets. Hope will rise. We're not going to strike them back. But that did hurt, actually. And that did more damage than anything else. Good. We might see some law and order at last. They gained more followers. Let's hope it's enough to protect us from the vermin. This is not good. Let's get to work. We can't let our guard down. Indeed, Hope Spencer. Indeed. Okay.
No time to waste. We've got work to do.
We do. Got quite a lot of work to do, actually. Alright, Sandwood, gather out there. Propaganda. People must be told, repeatedly, that we survive every day thanks to me, basically. Thanks to me, you're all alive. Don't ever forget it. Right. The hole in the snow cliff leads to a small chamber. Someone lives here, but the lonely human figure we saw from afar has disappeared. It might be the sole survivor of Winterholm. Well, it's not the sole survivor. We already met others. Aavak, you were good. Orderly good, and if anyone says otherwise, your Ministry of Truth will convince them of their wrongfulness, indeed. The refugee from Winterholm. A man we've seen from afar was nowhere to be found. Searching his burrow, we found a diary of a scientist who fled Winterholm. After the starving city fell into chaos, its leader, an army captain, appointed himself the absolute ruler.
Looking dapper.
I'm sure he had the best intentions. Thank you very much, Weird Alchemist. Just gifted a sub to the Dapper T-Fox. Very dapper name. Okay, he tried to impose order using force. And it worked fantastically until something untoward happened. Eldritch beings. Shenanic, timey-wimey stuff. It was nothing like our place. Our order is much more orderly. Plenty of people disgruntled, deserted the city, and most of the others rebelled against him. Take resources. Okay, that's not too bad. With that, I want you to actually head home. You've been out for a long time. It's going to take a while to get back, but it'll be worth it. Okay, well, we've only got a little bit more time to go before we've completed this, and that should help us a lot, actually. I really would like more people in there. We've got a bunch of workers available. There are only 2 in palliative care. Oh, that's fantastic. A lot of people are sick, but it's getting better. Right. Actually, there we go. Let's get the propaganda center at almost full capacity. Excellent.
Looking
Excellent.
dapper.
Thank you very much, Weird Alchemist. Gift to Zachman0510. Are you going for some sort of record, Weird Alchemist? It's 79 gifts. And Amazing looks at that. What? Why are you looking at me? Stop looking at me. I did nothing wrong. Did everything right. Don't trust me. Just talk to the Ministry of Truth. They always tell the truth. And they always say I'm right. Alright, we've got a fair bit of resources now, so I can afford to do some other things. Steam sawmill.
Looking dapper.
Don't need that. Coal mining optimizations would be good. More insulation, cookhouse insulation included. Better hunting, that might be useful. Hunting tactics. They'll employ fewer people, but for the same amount... Ooh, that actually would be useful, yeah. Okay, go for it. Some better tactics for our hunters. And a new sub gifted to Habitual Oath. You've been very, very kind, Weird Alchemist. Very kind. This is all wrong. Something just feels off about all this. Maybe it's time to replace Aavak. Whoever was cruelly saying these things and using villainous idiots' name, making public postings on the board. We have spoken with Villainous Idiot, and they have emphatically denied that they made these claims, and have gone on record as saying that I'm awesome, and that they would never encourage anyone to rally against me, because that would just lead to death. I'm the only thing standing between you and almost certain death. I shoulder the burden for all of you, and I am great. We accept his apology, of course, naturally. For those who see, who throw themselves to our mercy, there is clemency. And for the scallywags who've been ruining their good name, well, they never were found. Incidentally, the colony is a few people less. Strangely, they probably just walked off in the night for completely unrelated reasons. You promised people warmth. You delivered. Hope rises. Ah. Still going to lose 61 people in 8 days, which is not good. Everyone has free time. Workday is up, return your tools.
Give your stuff back. We know you're trying to keep it.